We ain't got nothing but bangers. Stop playing with us. This is a squeezy beat. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like the best of the best, man. Yeah. Be all you can be. In the I.T.T army. Stop playing. And another one. Yeah. And another one. Y'all know how we do, man. This is gun gossip. You hear the gunshots. And we ain't playing around here, man. Self-protection. Second Amendment. Protect yourself. Protect yourself. For real. Protect yourself or wreck yourself. Yeah. That's what this thing is all about, guys. It ain't about flexing. It ain't about showing you got the bigger muscles. It's not about none of that. It's about education, protection, protecting your family, friends, and loved ones. It's going down, man. That's how we do it over here, guys. We just make that shit look good. We make it look good. Yeah. Gun gossip, man. I got a special guest today, guys. She over there cheesing. Yeah, Carolee there cheesing and bouncing to the beat. Yeah. It's going down. This is a squeezy beat, man. You know, I gotta always promote my boy Squeeze Squirt, man. That's my homeboy from Chicago. Make the beats. More beats to come. If you need to get in contact with him, just let me know, guys. For any YouTube channel, he'll make it for you, man. Hey, we got a lot out in the chats today. Y'all lighting it up. I'm just up here cheesing and smiling. 16 in the chat. Y'all came in hot today, boy. Y'all came in hot for Carolee. Roll call. Yeah. All right, here we go. G23 in the house. You know what time it is. He part of Alien Gang. Period. Point blank. We got the Shaggy Rifleman. That's my homeboy out there, guys. Tech Lover. You are undercover. We see you out there, brother. Jason Hackstrom. We love you to death. Do us part. Period. All right. Kurt24. He another ride or die. Yeah. Who else we have? Mike McClune. He's a ride or die too, guys. He probably haven't missed one show. Tennessee Goddess, she all gang. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah, Mike the Gun Alert guy, all gang. Y'all know what time it is. Who else we have here? Keep going. Misty Miss Wayne is in the house, and where there's Miss Wayne, there's Ron. Y'all know what time it is. The beat dropped perfect too. Let's see. We got Nathan White in the house. That's family right there. I gotta call out Christine White because you know what time it is. I see Ron 777. You know, he coined me the little asterisk star thing, 777. That I love it. So I started using it. I love it, y'all. All right. Killian Shelton is in the house, guys. Killian in the damn house, man. Y'all, I think Killian, I don't think he human. That's why we connect, guys. He like a big superhuman or something. You know, I love that dude, man. I don't think he human, man. Real talk. He down with Alien Gang, period, man. All right. Let's see, who else we got out here? I'm just going down. Oh, Jova Q is in the house. Yeah. Yeah, Jova Q is in the house. I said the Shaggy Rifleman, I believe. Who else? And that's about it right now, guys. You know they're going to come in hot. It's 19 in the chats. Yeah. Hold up. Y'all. You know what? Before we get Carolee in here, y'all know I got to rock out, man. Y'all got to hear this beat even better. Hold on. Hey, wait. Hey. Come on, Carolee. Bounce with me. I see you. Bounce with me. Bounce with me, yeah. Bounce with me, yeah. Bounce with me, yeah. Yeah. Let me give him some of that chocolate. Yeah. Come on, y'all. This how we get gun gossip started. Yeah. Let's make some babies in here. Yeah. Yeah. I had to do that, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I get down, man. Y'all know how I get down, man. Ain't no boring stuff over here. This gun gossip. Yes, sir. Hold up. Let's get Carolee in the house. Let me pull Carolee in the house. Hold up. Wait a minute. Bam!
Hello.
Yes. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Very good. I'm going to go ahead and turn the music down. You know I had to rock out before we get started here.
Indeed.
To wake them up. It's going down.
I don't know if I can see you better with my glasses or without my glasses.
Oh, Lord. That's part of getting old. I know.
That's no joke.
It's happening to me. It is happening to me, Carolee.
Well, you got a ways to go yet to catch up. Just saying.
Yeah, that's why I try to stay vibrant. I ain't trying to get old. I'm not gonna even lie to you.
Nobody tries to get old.
Right. And the gray hairs show the truth too. At all times. You know, a little pepper don't hurt.
No,
That's what she
no.
said. That's what she said. Yeah.
I keep going like this. I'm definitely going to melt in the rain because I'm going all salt.
Oh, damn. Damn. How you been feeling today?
Okay, pretty good. I have to say, I've been working on the channel, getting it together. I actually I've been putting a playlist together. Not gonna lie,
Very important.
it's had me in tears. Ah, you know,
Well, this is the deal. Something you'll find out, Carolee. YouTube ain't no joke. It's a lot of work.
it is.
And it takes time to do this stuff. It's not
Yeah,
like, you can focus on one thing, but it's a gradual progression of success when it comes to YouTube. And so you'll learn. And then, like I said, throughout the process, I'll be able to drop those nuggets. I'll be able to get you in contact with other people who are able to drop nuggets. And like I said, it's just learning from other people to become great. You know what I mean?
I do. I do. Um,
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you letting me come on and talk about this, and just kind of any words of wisdom from all of y'all. I'm happy to hear it and take it under advisement for sure.
All
So
right, that's what's up. She has a question here. Christine White just dropped something about your son. She said, "Killian, what branch are you in?" You can go ahead and tell him, Carolee.
he is Marines.
Man, he the
He is
real
in the
deal.
Marine
The
Corps.
real deal. Yep. All right. So we're gonna
Yep,
go ahead
there
and
he
get started.
gotcha.
Huh?
He answered.
He
Yep,
did.
he did.
Okay, very good. We're going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and introduce yourself to people and individual people that may not know who you are on a personal level. And then we're going to touch on everything else. Have you been in the military? Have you had that background? Go ahead, just touch on some of the personal things.
Absolutely. So, for those of you who don't know me, which is quite a bit of you, like personally know me, um, my name is Carolee. I actually kind of roundabout ended up here in Tennessee with my family. We are from Montana, and I have two Marines currently
Woohoo!
serving. So that's a huge thing. Not what really got me to decide to do this, although it was kind of something in the background. But I work full time like most people do. Have I can't say a 9 to 5 job because really it's not,
Mhm.
but it's not that long a day. Great job. Love what I do. Love the people I work with. Uh, but I noticed that there was kind of a gap, let's say, in
Yep.
what's out there for veterans. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things for veterans as far as the bad stuff. There's the talk of the 22 veterans a day commit suicide. There's things of that nature. But when you talk to a veteran and you ask them questions like, what kind of resources did you have? Uh, Most of them will tell you they didn't have any. And that's a shame. But what really got me thinking about this was I was on my way to work one morning. I was getting ready to turn left, but I was at a red light. And then oncoming traffic was backing up right there at the intersection. And a vehicle coming opposite had a vanity plate and it said Semper Fi. My vanity plate on the front of my car says Proud Marine Mom. So he pulls up right alongside of me and has to stop. And he rolls down the window, and I roll down the window, and it was like family, right? It was like amazing. And I think that was one of the things that said, I want to start something that is going to really put a spotlight on the veterans and help those veterans also find resources that they don't necessarily know are out there.
Well, that's perfect because that goes with the first question that I was actually going to ask you. So, on the personal level, you gave them some personal information about yourself, which is very, very important. We like to always touch on that because people can build more of a rapport with you as an individual person, first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I know that you're a good person by heart.
Oh.
but people have to warm up and get used to you, and they'll find out when they travel to your channel and things of that nature. And of course, we're gonna, drop that in a comment section below soon so they can go and subscribe, guys, because you gotta go subscribe. But that's perfect because that was one of the first questions that I was going to ask you. Basically, jumping into the introduction and background, which first question was, what inspired you to start your YouTube what inspired you to start a channel for veterans? So that goes perfect with what you said. Was it anything else that inspired you along with that?
Well, I think just in general, knowing, I've got two boys currently in the Marine Corps.
Mhm.
And what are they going to do when they get out? What kind of resources do they have available to them? Killian knows exactly what I'm talking about here. So, it's one of those things that the more resources that they have available to them, or the better. A lot of times they don't necessarily want to go deal with the VA, for
Mhm.
example.
Mhm.
So, my goal is to try and find other resources that are out there for them. And it is amazing what you can find,
Yep.
especially here in Middle Tennessee. Now, for the state of Tennessee, I'm working on getting several things together. I've already put a couple of links out there on my channel, but as far as the rest of the nation, that's my next project, is working on getting some resources for each state, because every state has different regulations and things that, different nonprofits, etc. So,
Perfect. That's perfect. Beautifully answered. So I love it. Thank you for sharing that information with us. What's going on with the background? Tell us a little bit about your theme that you have going here. That's
well,
interesting.
this theme, as you put it, is more along the lines of, this is my office, this is my craft room, and eventually, hopefully soon, because I'm going to have to create it myself, is a banner which is going to go right up here that's going to say "Conversations with a Vet." And of course, we have the American flag behind us. So, just to kind of show the patriotism, make sure everybody understands, you know, what I'm about.
That's perfect. Very good. All right, here goes your next question. You ready to rock?
Okay.
You on the gun got some show now. Stop
I
playing,
know.
Carolee.
I know. I'm ready.
It go down over here. All right. So, can you briefly share your own? Did you say you were military or no?
I am not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I can say so. Um, my husband Jason's family, his aunts and uncles, several were military, and his dad is one of 12.
Okay.
So,
All right, very good. All right, so we'll jump into the next subject here. Basically, content focus. What topics or areas within the veteran community will your channel cover?
so pretty much the basic stuff, depending upon the era that they went in. Some were drafted, they had no choice. Others, they volunteered, and it's been a while since the draft has been out there. So, what prompted people to volunteer to join the military? What kind of funny things happened, or tell me about your boot camp or basic training, and really, was there a difference? I'm still trying to figure that out, because Marines, it's boot camp. Not sure, I hear boot camp for others, but I also hear basic training. So, just want to get different clarifications for people, myself included. I want to know funny antidotes, things that their drill instructors said, things that, maybe happened while they were deployed, or if they were, stateside. And really, it's whatever they feel comfortable sharing, because
Hmm.
obviously there's a
That's the
lot that
main thing.
they can't share.
Yeah.
So I can tell you just a little bit here. My guest on October 8th
Woohoo! Yeah.
at 6 p.m. is going to be, he has already said that there is nothing off limits. So we're going to have a good time. Lots of questions to be answered and asked. So there you have it.
Very good. Awesome. Awesome sauce. All right. How do you plan to provide valuable information, resources, or support to your veterans?
Well, I've already, hang on just a second. My allergies are just
Mine
killing
too.
me.
I'm on Benadryl. I had to
Man,
pop too, man. I was messed up.
I'd be asleep in the chair.
Oh, I was messed up.
um, as far as that goes, as I said, I'm already starting to gather resources. I have two that I have um, posted links for. One of them here specifically just within Middle Tennessee, as far all the way up to um, both state up and down state borders, north and south, is Operation Stand Down. And
Okay.
they are out of Nashville, but that's their main office, and they have several locations, and they do urgent needs, they do career services, transitional housing programs, what they call Operation Connect, and that's connecting veterans with the community to help the transition from the military to civilian life. They help with VA benefits, transportation resources if needed for minor stuff. They also have an operation commissary to help veterans who might have some what they call food insecurities within Middle Tennessee. So they'll help with some short term needs when it comes to food and help them try and find other resources as well. They don't do direct mental health services, though. They might, I'm sure, be able to refer to somewhere else if need be. Um, the other thing that I have, so that is out there and available to disabled American veterans. One being if you are 100% disabled American veteran and you own a home, there is a um, property tax assistance program under the Tennessee Comptroller of the Treasury. So again, if you're 100% disabled, now they also, I think that they're working on updating some of their data out there that is on their flyers and the website, because I think that they have changed it to from just 100% disabled to a certain percentage disabled as well.
Hmm.
So but that's a huge thing that I don't think enough people in this state take advantage of. And again, it goes back to understanding that the people we walk beside on the sidewalk could be veterans.
I mean,
I
you
mean,
never know. You
no,
seriously never know.
I kid you not. I went in yesterday, took my vehicle into Toyota to have just the basics done, the oil change and stuff, and it was going to be an hour and a half, 2 hour wait. And a friend of mine that we've known there for quite some time, was talking to him. And then I was wearing my proud Marine Mom T-shirt, and I was standing by the receptionist desk, and the gentleman walks over who worked there. He's like, "Oh, so you have a Marine?" And I was like, "Oh, actually, I have two." And then that became oh, well, I'm a Marine. And the lady at the receptionist desk is sitting there, and she's like, "Oh, my dad served," and it just snowballed. And it was like five different people all at the, you know, just out of the blue.
I think it's
And
going to be a great idea. Honestly, I think this whole concept and idea is going to freaking blow up. I
it
really do.
I think it's going to too. And I think, as I said before, there is a huge gap. If you go out to YouTube and you type in a veteran, uh, it's very limited what's out there.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
most of the
I
time,
think it's going to become a. Sorry to cut you off. I think it's going to become an outlet for them, though.
right. And
More importantly, you know.
yep. And that's the other part of this is to allow veterans to feel comfortable hearing from other veterans about things that they might not know about,
Yep.
or to realize they're not alone.
Yep.
They have the same feelings, they do have the same, routines, the same, feelings of depression or whatever the case may be, but to help them understand that these people have been able to succeed and move forward.
Hmm.
Not saying forget, because that's not going to happen, but to be able to continue and integrate back into civilian life, although it's been tough, to be able to do that, and to know that if they can do it, so can somebody else.
That's absolutely correct. But this is the deal. This was in your destiny. I mean, it's game time now,
Yes,
and you
it
know
is game
it's
time.
yeah, it's game time, and I know you're gonna have some great people on the channel, and I can't wait. I can't wait to be in the comments section, help supporting you, and if you have any questions or anything like that, you need to ask me. I'm an open book. You know that. Um, will your channel address specific branches of the military or veterans from all branches?
All branches. I
Hmm.
think it's important. I mean, a veteran is a veteran is a veteran, and that's my personal thought. Um, it doesn't matter what branch that you served. The fact is, you served. That's the important thing, and we owe our veterans so much for everything that they sacrificed over the years.
Very good. Let's jump into the next topic here as far as your video structure. Now, of course, I have to get into video structure because the channel is geared around technology, which
Yes.
is very important, as you can see so far with this YouTube thing. It's a big deal, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Um, tell me this: how often do you plan to upload new content to the channel? Go ahead. And I know it's hard to give a definitive answer to that, right? It's
Mhm.
hard,
It
but
is.
let's get around some basics, what they could expect.
So to start, I'm looking at just once a week, Sundays at 6 p.m.
Mhm.
Central Time, to do live shows with a veteran. Um, at the moment, I'm starting a list. I have so many people who are interested and willing to jump in, tell their story, how it is that they have managed through, that transition into civilian life. Where are they at today? What made them, or was there somebody who helped them get to where they are? Things of that nature, interesting stories that they can tell. I can tell you too, I have a coworker who, and if this happens, this would just be amazing. But if it doesn't, it's still an amazing story. My coworker's father is friends with the gentleman who just got the Medal of Honor,
Mhm.
like a couple weeks ago. And to have that gentleman on our this show, it would be just amazing. Because I watched um, a reenactment of what he did and how he did it, just going against what they asked of him to do, and to save four soldiers. Um, right in the heat of battle was amazing. And he definitely earned that Medal of Honor, but it took so many years to get it.
Yeah, I've heard. I've seen that on TV where they get that Medal of Honor sometimes. That's a big
Hmm.
deal.
Hmm. It is. It is.
That's a really big deal. All right. Let's jump into the next one here. As far as guest interviews, that's always a good thing. Do you have plans to invite veterans or subject matter experts as guests on your channel? Of course, you've explained that already, but does it go into
Yeah.
a little bit more details with that?
Yeah, as for, it all depends. It would be nice, obviously, to have veterans who work for some of these resources like Operation Stand Down. They have, like, on their board of directors, there's a lot of different veterans from different branches that are actually on the board of directors, or overseeing different areas
Mhm.
of it. So to have one of them on and talk about Operation Stand Down, for example, or others that have an insight. So one of the gentlemen that I met yesterday, he actually just went through Operation Stand Down, and he's like, "Boy, I've got a lot of information. If you want anything, you just let me know." And it was like he just went through and dealt with them, and really had some good things to say about them.
Very good. That is so awesome. Yeah, I think this is going to be like straight up therapeutic, and it's going to become a support group. Real talk.
That's the hope. That's
It's
the hope.
yeah. It's destined for that. It's going to
Yeah.
become a support group where people can come talk. And the good thing is, as long as you keep people under control, being non-judgmental. You know,
Oh, yeah.
sometimes people get in their feelings about certain things, but it's a main objective here. You know,
Right.
and again, I commend you on this. On this, I think this is going to be freaking huge. How would you approach interviewing veterans about potentially sensitive topics? I wrote that down because I think that's kind of deep. Because
It is.
as me being a personal banker, sitting in a bank talking with people, I've dealt with vets before, and it was certain subject matter I noticed they didn't want to talk about, and
Right.
some that they did. So, how will you approach that?
Well, as I said, one of the things that I like to do, or at least I'm starting to do, I can't say I like because I've only just started. As with my first interviewee, I literally asked him, "Is there anything that's off limits?" And he said, "Nope." And it was like, "All right." So, that's kind of one of the things that prior to interviewing him on live at all is to ask them, is there anything that's off limits to you that things that you can't talk about or don't want to talk about?
Right,
Let me know in advance so that I can make sure to steer anything away from there, and make sure that my audience knows that those are topics we're not going to discuss. So, the other thing too, and I actually think I owe this to Killian, is we had talked about it after I decided that this was what I wanted to do. Killian had said, you want to make sure that you don't end up with somebody on the show um, that has stolen valor. And so what that means is somebody who's impersonating
yep, I know,
another
yep,
military
that'd
member.
be bad, man.
That would be bad. So what I'm going to do is ask, for a copy, or somehow be able to see a copy of their DD-214
Hmm.
to ensure that yes, they were with a military branch of some sort. Um, it's just I'm just so excited. I I know I don't know if you could tell, but
Oh, I could tell. I know. See, they don't hear our conversations in the back.
right?
I know how hype you are about this. And it's
Yeah.
like a baby, man. When you're creating something new, something fresh, it's all different type of emotions that pop up,
Hmm.
right? So
It is.
you get fear, you get
Yep.
excitement,
Yeah.
and it's coupled with all that stuff, which is very very weird and strange. But I've learned. I'm not gonna lie. The main thing for me starting out was fear.
Yeah.
I was, and I had excitement and behind it, but I think the fear almost stopped me from creating this channel.
Yeah.
And I said, you know what? I'm just going to push through this. Like in the beginning, I knew the concept where I wanted to go. I know what type of individual person I am, but I just didn't have the roadmap properly set. And once I came with a strategic game plan on how to do things properly, that's when it just blossomed. And I just wish I had somebody there with me in the very very beginning when I was doing it, because I would have skipped some of the bullshit. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I do.
But I had to
And
go
that's
through that
why
bullshit.
I have to say thanks so very much for all of your help in walking me through getting things set up. Um, we found out, you and I, like the microphone that I had
Yeah.
sucked. It was like literally pieces falling off. So, okay, don't need that. Let's just, we're going to go basic, kind of old school, and see what happens. And you'll start seeing as we get, closer into this, we'll be adding some additional stuff to the walls
Yeah,
and
it's
really
going
putting
down,
that out there.
Carolee. It's
It
going
is.
down. It's
It
going down.
is. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's get to the next one here. I know they loving this. I know they loving it. Y'all know I hit them with the good questions. Now, again, if it's any questions that I ask you that you don't feel comfortable with, because you know I'm crazy as hell.
I'm an open
If I
book.
ask that question, just say you don't feel comfortable answering or whatever the case is and stuff like that. Most
Okay.
likely, it's not
Don't
going to be
ask
that
me my
way.
age.
All
No, I don't care. I'm old.
right, there we go. You are not old. All right. let's get into community engagement.
Mhm.
Very, very important on YouTube.
Yes.
You have to have you don't have to, but if you want to be more successful on YouTube, community is going to be a big deal. So watch
Yes.
this. How do you intend to foster, right? How do you intend to foster a sense of community among your viewers and fellow veterans?
Well, I am, I don't know, less than 10 miles from a VA,
Mm,
a huge VA.
mm.
So,
They're gonna be
um,
knocking on your door.
um, I actually thought, now this is just kind of a thought. Um, so it's still just kind of bouncing around up here about when we talk of a live show, being able to maybe set up a date and a time to go into the VA and maybe get a
That would
tour,
be dope.
talk to some people who, kind of, see what's out there,
Hmm.
playing
No,
it, right off the cuff. So
that's an awesome idea. Beautiful idea. When you say close to the VA, like how far?
less than 10 miles, like,
Dang.
I don't know, less than, I don't know, I'd probably say maybe 6 miles.
Wow.
Like I drove past it every day for work. Before we moved, every day, twice a day,
That's cool.
and it takes up well over a city block. It's like huge.
That's really good. Very good. Will you encourage your viewers to participate through comments, questions, or suggestions sometimes?
Absolutely, absolutely. The more questions, the better. The more comments, obviously, appreciated. Um, Questions help. It's not just for me, but for whoever my guest is, because it helps to keep them engaged as well as you guys engaged. So yes.
Perfect. Are there any, and of course, I want you to drill hard on this shit. So, are there any social media platforms or forums where your audience can connect further with you? And
I
I
did.
put some in the comment section for you already. So,
Ah.
you can say it again, though. Drill it.
What? Um, I actually did put it out there on Facebook,
Hmm.
and um, so that for those who know me, and even those who don't, it was interesting because I was looking at some of the analytics, and I've got people from South Africa watching.
Oh, listen. Let me tell you something.
That blew
Listen,
my mind.
you are going to be crazy surprised when you find out the people who support you the most. A lot of them sometimes are not going to even be in the States.
Right, I'm finding this
That's what's
out.
crazy.
Yeah, it's amazing. Oh, see, Killian agrees. Yeah, that VA is huge. It is massive, and I would love to be able to, you know, give them a call and say, "Hey, this is what I do. This is my channel. Make it, completely legit for them, and see about setting up a time. Talk to veterans. I actually I call or talk to in person all of the resources that I'm putting out there.
Hmm.
So, an example, the Tennessee Comptroller of the Treasury, I talked with the director of the Property Tax Assistance Program and asked, okay, can I put this out there? And is there anything specific that you don't want me to talk about, etc. And no, it's out there. He did say that they are working on updating some of their flyers and some data that's out there on the web, updating that to some other stuff. But so and the same thing with Operation Stand Down. She said, the lady that I talked to, really, really nice. I told her what I was doing. She got really excited about it. And I said, do you mind if I share your name and your web information, etc., phone numbers? Absolutely not. She did not care. She thought that was great. She was happy to share my information. She was going to put it out there to her coworkers if any of the veterans or anybody wanted to come on board and talk. So
This is interesting. Christine just dropped this. Would you like to answer that? She said our VA is useless.
Well,
That's pretty deep.
and and I hear that from a lot of people.
That's pretty deep.
Um, and one of the reasons why I'm looking at resources that I'm looking at is just for that reason, because that's a lot of the consensus. Now, I don't know anything about the VA. Not gonna lie. Why would I? Personally, I've not dealt with them. But for those who have, I hear a lot of problems. So the resources that I'm trying to put out there again are ones that are not necessarily government funded.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, it's funny you just said that because that was one of my next questions I had. Basically, I said, will you provide information about resources, benefits, or organizations that can assist veterans?
mhm.
Hmm.
Yes. Yep. 100%. And like I said, I've got two out there now. I did get a couple more that I need to look into yesterday. And so I can add those links as well. And as I said, so, I've got phone numbers, websites for Operation Stand Down. I have a, website as well for the Tennessee Comptroller of the Treasury for the property tax assistance for the disabled American veterans. So those are both out there currently on my channel.
Very good. Are you planning on, collaborating with organizations or charities that support veterans? I think that's important.
I do too. I do plan to do that.
Hmm.
I just haven't gotten quite to that point yet. Obviously, I haven't even done my first show, so
Okay.
so we'll get there. I think baby steps at the moment, because I don't want to get overwhelmed and then just go, "What did I just do?"
Right. And it can happen. Trust me.
Yeah, it really can. So, so I want to do it, you know, slow and steady, and make sure everything that I do is done right. That's the hope.
Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, you're going to make mistakes. And to be
Yeah,
honest with you, this is the deal. A lot of people don't like to acknowledge the mistakes or things that they do wrong in their lives because we look at it as a bad thing. In actuality, now that I'm older and I'm more mature, I understand that it's a good thing
yeah,
because there is potential for growth through that process. We grow when we fuck up. And I
we
know,
learn.
yeah, and I become a better person. I've just become a stronger person, fucking up a lot and I learn from it, and I just don't fuck up again.
Yeah, exactly right.
So, this is good. This is good. I like it. Tell me this: will you conduct surveys, kind of like polls, like She Fires did earlier today? She did some surveys and polls, which I thought was brilliant. Or engage in discussions to understand your audience needs better.
I'm sure that I'm really up to try anything
Hmm.
at this point. I can't really say no. And well, my thought is give it a shot, see, what works, what doesn't work. Try and get as much information and feedback from the audience as I can, and and adjust accordingly.
Very good. Let's jump into personal stories here. Um, and this is where it gets a little touchy. Are you willing to share like your personal stories and experience, throughout your lifetime to kind of, I guess, how can I say this? To kind of make it scratch.
Personal.
Yeah, to make it personal, basically. That's what I was looking for.
Well, I think I told you this once before. I'm an open book.
Hmm.
Um, if it presents itself, yes. But I'm also not going to say, oh yeah, well, they're telling a story and say, oh yeah, well, I did this.
Hmm.
This is their time. But certainly, if it relates, sure, absolutely.
Very good. All right. Let's look at promoting a positive veteran culture because that's what it's about. That's what you talked about in the introduction
It is.
of the Gun Gossip Live show.
Yeah.
So let's touch on that. How will you address important issues like mental health, very important, transition challenges, and support systems for veterans?
Well, just as, they're learning about
Mhm.
all of this stuff, I'm learning.
Hmm.
This is new for me. I'm just starting to dip my toe into it.
Hmm.
And there is so much that is out there. And you really do, just like anything, you have to be careful on, what you're pulling off the
Right.
web as truthful, and as a valid resource. So it's a matter of, spending that time doing that homework and making sure that it is, in fact, a good resource for them to use. So, um, I hope that I can point them in the directions of, again, what they can utilize. It depends on what their needs are. Obviously, like I said, here in, Middle Tennessee, there is a lot available. That I don't know. Some people know about and some don't. But I really do want to put out there on my channel a list by state.
Yep.
And because I think that that's important as my channel begins to grow, they're going to need it.
Hmm.
It can be, I've got family in Montana, friends in Montana. There's people that I know in Oregon. In Nevada. So to have that information available for them,
Hmm.
I think is a big plus. And again, it's just making sure that that information that I do provide is as reliable as I can
Carolee in the
do.
house, y'all. Stop playing with her. She's serious with this, man.
I
I
am
love
serious.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's talk about future plans. And then we have some fans in the background, people who are part of the family that's going to jump in the show. They're going to ask some questions for you. So we're getting close to the wrap up. But as far as future plans, do you have any long term goals or aspirations for your veteran focused YouTube channel?
My biggest goal, is to be able to help just one person,
Hmm.
really. If I can help one person and get them to where they need to go, be it for mental health, be it for, maybe thoughts, like I said, thoughts of suicide, or if
Very
they
important.
need huge, if they need, help with a vehicle being fixed
Hmm.
because if they don't get it fixed, they're not going to be able to get to work, but they're a veteran and they need help with that. If it is things with food, or homelessness, there's so many different things that are out there. And if I can help just one, I think I've done good.
Very good. Christine has a question. G23, I'm gonna pull you in a few minutes, brother. Hang on. Christine White, that's my sister. She just dropped a comment. She said, "When is her first show? I want front row seats." Go ahead and drop that, Carolee.
All right, girl. So my first show is October 8th at 6 p.m. and that's Central Time.
All right, there
Excuse
we
me.
go. She Fires is in the house. She has an awesome YouTube channel that's going to blow up beyond the stars. It's about manifestation and speaking things into existence. I
Oh,
truly, truly
oh,
believe that.
that's going to be huge. Let me tell you, I do this all the time.
Hmm.
I can manifest a snake. Let me tell you, that is no joke. No joke. Talk about it, and 20 minutes later, there it is.
Hey, let me tell you something. If you believe it, we are creators. I truly
Mm-hmm.
believe it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so many things that people said I couldn't do, couldn't achieve.
Yep.
And I literally have done them right now.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
so of course it comes with, you know, having that idea in your mind first, something that you love to do, something that you want to create, right?
Yeah.
And then you put forth the effort to do it. That verb, you put forth the effort to do it. You start the process. And then once you do that, that's when the universe helps you with that process. And what I mean by that is you get introduced miraculously into different people that help you through your
Mm-hmm.
journey. This is how this thing works.
Yeah.
Seriously. And I just love it. We're gonna do one more here. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and no, this is a good one. I got another one I written down. I'm gonna answer this real quick. This is part of the future plan topic. How do you envision the growth and evolution of your channel over time?
Well, I have to say, before I came on, I was already at 20 subscribers. By the way, thank you. You guys are all amazing. Um, continue to like, subscribe, share. That, it makes it more organic when you do that and you share
Hmm.
that content. So that's going to help and benefit. One of the things that I want to do, and I don't know if my interviewee is here or not, because I don't know what his handle is. So I don't want to necessarily give it away, but one of the things that I do intend to do, this is my hope, and is de- dependent upon what branch they're in, or that after the interview, that I send them a gift, and that gift would be a tumbler, for example, of from their branch that says something along the lines of "Thank you for your service." Uh, so, but I'm watching the numbers and I'm sitting here just kind of dropping my jaw. And for you, Ivan, your numbers are just doing great, and I'm so happy for you. I'm sitting here looking at this and I'm like, wow, one short of mine got 111 views.
Yep.
Wow, how did that happen? you know
It is
it's like
exciting.
I find myself addicted to YouTube Studios.
It
It's kind
is,
of
when I
crazy.
tell you it's so exciting, like every single day I get home, I'm constantly in my analytics because I'm a numbers guy. So I'm
Hmm.
always looking at numbers, seeing what's going on, seeing what
Yep.
people don't like, seeing what people like. And to be honest with you, there's another thing that's very orbit and weird about YouTube. And it's something that humans are not comfortable with. And it's the negativity. When you get negative comments, people say dumb shit and stuff like that. But to be honest, when they do that, it runs up the numbers.
It
And
does.
as weird as it
Yeah.
sounds, it runs the numbers like crazy. So I coined it a name for it. It's called bait. Sometimes you have to bait people on your videos. And I think it depends on how much you want to do that. I always say don't do too much of it. But say, for instance, that if you know for a fact, I'm at the range, right? And I'm not using proper etiquette. And I know how to use proper etiquette, but I don't for a specific reason, bait, right?
Hmm.
And I put it in the video.
I'd
Now
call
you
you out in a heartbeat.
Man, it's a firestorm of people out there, but guess what?
Hmm.
It runs the numbers up. So
Yep.
YouTube is a very strange world. You will see. You'll just have to figure out how you want to orchestrate your channel and what type of energy you want towards your channel too. I think that's going to depend a lot on your personality. Everybody is so different, you know?
Yep. Yep. I want to have fun. I know Killian asked out there, he said, Mom, do you have an idea of common questions you're going to end up asking your guests on your show, or
Hmm.
is that still in development? And actually, thank you again, Ivan, pointed me in the direction. I had some very general questions, but I do have now a list dependent upon what branch they're in. And then, of course, the biggest thing is to allow them to talk and see where it goes. So when you're able to do that and get them talking, it can lead to a whole other set of questions. But yes, I do actually have that set up. So good question, kid.
Very good. You got a superstar in the background. Hold up. Bam!
Ah,
G23 in the house, boy.
Hey, so thanks again, Ivan, for
What's
having me
up, man?
come on. You know, just chilling. So I do have a couple people that I can introduce you to
Nice.
that
perfect.
are on YouTube. They're used to doing interviews and stuff like that, and are retired military. Um, so I can definitely help you with that. I
Sweet.
and I one of the interviews I did was with Mario Mosen on suicide prevention.
Nice.
So that actual video is on my channel, um, along with Walk the Talk America, which is a great organization, and they're not just for military. So anyone who's having um, kind of problems can reach out to them. They're a pro 2A counseling organization. Um, Jake and Mike are awesome guys. They do have a YouTube channel that is called Walk the Talk America. So they're out there. And
Perfect.
another organization you might want to reach out to talk to is Sarah Jo Albright with Hold My Guns.
Nice.
And that's another organization that's not just military. So if you're having some, tough times in life, and maybe you think I might not need my firearms close to me because I'm thinking suicide, or that could be possibly be, you can reach out to them and they can set you up with an FFL in your area where they'll hold your firearms until you're better to take them back, so you don't have to have any red flag issues or stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's great.
That's super sweet. We appreciate you, brother, sharing that with us, G23.
Yeah.
That was awesome, man. Thank you so much.
And I've got it written down. I'm going to take a look into all of that. Thanks very much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. I did throw my email address out in the chat. I can throw it in the private chat back here so you guys can reach out to me anytime you need to.
Awesome.
That'd be wonderful. Thank you.
Appreciate it,
before I jump out
G23.
later, guys.
Thank you, brother. All right. JST Hobbies _1. He comes to the channel a lot. He is a superstar. He's asking you a question here. He said, what is your definition of success and what's the end goal?
Well, like we talked about, and thanks for that question, by the way, is my definition of success is just helping veterans. That's my definition of success. If I can help just one, I think I've succeeded, but I have a feeling this is going to help a lot more than just one. And my end goal, I don't really have an end goal. I think this is just a continuation of things that need to happen. We need to really start focusing and caring more for our veterans.
Mm-hmm.
They have sacrificed, as I've said on my channel in the about page, I think our veterans have sacrificed the most out of any kind of demographic that we have.
They're going through so much. I've seen alcoholics. I've seen people strung out on meth drugs. Like, let's just be real. Let's talk about it, Carolee. This thing is real. In California, Skid Row, do you know how many veterans are on the freaking side of the road hurting? Black,
a lot.
White, purple, green, and blue.
Yeah, 100%. And a lot of this comes from, well, I can't say that 100% this is what it comes from or this is what it comes from. I think it is a combination or a culmination of things. There is your PTSD, there's just depression in general, there's lack of resources, or knowing that anybody even cares for them, dependent upon if they were from, for example, the Vietnam War. Nobody said, welcome home. They were spit on, they were disrespected from the get-go. And so again, dependent upon what era you came back in is going to be dependent upon a certain set of factors as to why they're in the place that they're in.
Right.
That's, again, my personal thought. I am not an expert. I am not mental health person, but this to me is just common sense.
Let's be clear. You're gonna become more of an expert at it, though, especially dealing with this.
Yeah, and I guess that is one of the goals that I do have. Yes, that is true.
It requires research and all different levels and things like that. We have your husband on the show, Jason. What's cracking, Jason?
Another day, brother. Another day.
What's up, man?
Hey. All I see is your face.
That's the best side of me anyway.
Oh, I love it.
I'm sitting outside in the dark.
See, I think that went over a lot of people's head.
Yeah,
that was perfect. That was perfect.
Yeah, I just kind of want to add in here. I know because we're having some stuff going on with our middle son that's in right now, and not knowing all the procedures and stuff like that. So having, having him going through the crap that he's going through, you know, with Killian's expertise, what he's had, that kind of stuff has really helped us kind of understand that side of it that we didn't know.
Right.
You know, and I think in really with some of that, that's really what spurred her on to do this, you know, because there's a lot of things that, you know, us civilians or whatever you want to call us, laymen, we have no idea what they've been through, anything like that.
None.
You know, and we both love helping people. And this for her is a big thing for us too, as a family, period. But,
Right.
you know, I am so proud of her for wanting to do this. Yes, it's going to take some time away from us.
Bookie giving you some pointers. I love it.
If it's gonna help people out there that need help, we're here. And you know that as well. We're gonna help anybody we can, any way we can, if we can. You know, it may not necessarily be monetary, but if you want to come and sit here on my porch and you want to vent or you need to talk or something like that, come on. If you need something to eat, come on. I'll feed you.
Right.
I don't care. Carolee's the same way. We're the same way. All right.
We've always been that way. We've been very giving. I have literally seen Jason give the shirt off his back. And that is no joke. He literally took it off and gave it to somebody. He didn't have anything else on him to wear. So, you know, but it's kind of who we are. You know, we're very open. We open our home to people. We've had multiple people come and stay with us who just needed a place to stay, be it, you know, coworkers or neighbors, or, you know, things of that nature. It's just how we are.
I kind of seem to remember that. Isn't that how we got a son? I mean, our son Killian, if you guys don't know.
That son.
Hey, hold up. Hey, Killian, listen, guys. Killian.
I was like, wait, what are we talking about here?
What did you think he meant?
Killian.
Well, no, I thought he was talking about how we ended up conceiving Grant.
Oh, no. Well, I think our audience would understand that. Yeah, I think our audience would understand that. But no, Killian was adopted. We adopted Killian as an adult. First adult adoption ever in the state of Montana. And the young lady that you're talking to right now, she drew up the paperwork because it had never been done. Wow. So she literally drew up the legal paperwork for us to adopt Killian. Okay.
Dang, I didn't know that. Y'all sharing something new with me today.
But
I never knew.
But with that, I mean, Killian had come home back in Montana. He'd come home. And one of his friends that he was in the military with was living with us. Killian crashed on our couch for 2 straight weeks. And we talked every night till like 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we were all dog tired every night, but we talked to this young man, and we found out how much love he had for everybody as well, just like we do, you know? And so, you know, and we kept in touch and all that. And, you know, we asked our boys first, you know, hey, would it be okay if, you know, if we adopted Killian, you know, you guys would have a big brother? And both the boys were, I mean, they didn't even hesitate. They were like, absolutely yes, you know. But if Killian wants at some point, he can tell you the story. But Killian had a problem with kids, and Carson used to do something to people, and he ended up doing it to Killian. Well, Killian exploded, which I can understand. But at the same time, in about an hour later, he pulled our youngest on his lap, and he explained to him exactly what had happened, why it was so scary for him, and stuff like that. So to see him grow in that short amount of time from what he had dealt with is insane. You know what I mean? And so to know that, yeah, he is a badass Marine, and the shit that he's seen, they have a heart.
He's a biological robot. Tell him exactly what he is. That's what that man is. He's a biological human android robot.
Right.
We pre-programmed him for sure. Yep.
But if that doesn't tell you guys kind of how we are as a family and what Carolee is trying to achieve and this kind of stuff. I mean, we're not going to go out and adopt everybody. Don't get me wrong. But although you never know with her.
Wait a minute. I don't know. Y'all got a little chocolate son. Y'all done adopted over here now.
Well, there's that. That's true.
The only problem is we never see you. So I don't know if we can adopt you yet or not. So, but I just want you guys to understand where Carolee is coming from with a lot of this, you know, where we knew that he needed a family that he may not have had.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to give him that, so he had that support at any point in time to know that we were here no matter what.
Right.
And so, I mean, that was big for us, for him to say yes. I mean, that was a big step for us. And knowing that we have a great kid to go with our other two boys is incredible.
Yeah, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys sharing that. Hold that thought, Carolee, because Paul dropped something very, very touching. And I knew this, but of course I don't release certain things unless that person comes up, forward and tells their story.
Right.
So Paul V, he basically said, and that's like a brother to me, he basically said, I totally didn't know Killian was adopted. I was too. I have so much love and respect for you, Jason / Carolee, knowing this. Yeah. He was adopted.
So, let me tell you this. And actually, Tennessee Goddess touched on this, that adult adoption is an actual thing. So I was 26 or 27, and I was adopted in a court of law in the state of Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
So an adult adoption as well. And, it was one of those things that, as my adopted parents said, is just to kind of put into writing what they already felt to be true.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And that was pretty much what I said to Killian when we said, okay, why don't we just adopt you? So, and Killian, no crying.
Don't give away his secrets, Mom. Come on now.
No, I just read it in the chat. He's about to bawl.
Well, but he's a great kid, and
100%.
and now with him getting married recently, we have 3 grandbabies because of it, 3 granddaughters because of it.
Cutest things ever.
So she's Nana Lee, and I'm Papa Joe. So it's incredible to have that, knowing there's that love coming up the pipe too. You know what I mean? From them girls. It's just amazing who we've met and who we've come in contact with and that kind of stuff, just through, like with you. I mean, that day at the range when we first met you, that was incredible.
It was for me. I know for a fact it was for me.
That was awesome. But to show you something that you hadn't seen, and then then you got that out to your viewers.
That was my first time shooting a 1911.
Oh,
you know
really?
that, right? Yeah, I told you that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we end up getting a 1911. That was my first time. And remember, I had an issue, just like I still do, shooting a 1911, because I shoot thumbs forward, flicking the safety button. Remember, I was telling you that. Yeah, yours was the first one I actually
That's true.
shot.
That's right.
Yep,
yeah, and I think when Carolee and I did the range or the enhanced carry course the other day, I kind of thought we were kind of mocked at because her and I were the only two at the range with a 1911.
Yep, we both had the same.
We both had the same one, but we're the only ones that had 1911. She goes, well, the 1911s, I guess since you can only load 5 in a magazine, technically, we can't let you load 10.
Listen,
and I'm like, come on.
Jason, you should hear him. You should hear him online with the 1911 I've been posting recently. Beautiful 1911.
I love that one.
Listen, and Jay, they are just, some people are saying, well, it doesn't have magazine capacity. So you know what I did? I went hood. I got an extended mag for the 1911.
But you know what? If you do it right, you don't need any more than that. So.
That's right. Because that's a
quality over quantity, baby.
That's
quality over quantity.
Yep.
People don't understand. If you've never shot a 1911, you will never understand. It is different from shooting a striker fire pistol, man. This is a different world.
Yep.
But this guy's a hammer guy. I've got to see that hammer or I don't like it.
Right.
That's just how I am.
Yeah.
So a striker fire to me feels odd.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to pop in here on that and let you guys know that that's kind of where Carolee has come up kind of with this. I mean, and my grandfathers, both my grandfathers, many aunts and uncles have been in the military. I never was. But we have family and no family. And there are many out there that that she wants to help any way she can, get their story out there so we can, if nothing else, get them in touch with each other, each veteran get in touch with each other so they can kind of see how they have thrived or how they've stumbled or, whatever, but give them that community for them to fall back on for help, or just a camaraderie, brotherhood, sisterhood, whatever it is, it gives them that. So that's why I wanted to pop on. I'll pop on off. Appreciate you letting me in, and keep her going.
Man, thanks for joining the show. We appreciate you, Jason.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, that was awesome. He came in.
Yeah,
super
that was
cool.
nice.
Guys, if you have any questions, go ahead, drop the questions in the comment section. Now we're about to start to wrap it up here. Go ahead if you have any other questions for her. While I'm doing that, while you guys are doing that, I have one question for you here. I left one out, and I think it's important. How can people get in touch with you if they want, to be able to submit a specific veteran to you to get on the show and stuff like that?
So I actually have set up an email, conversationswithavet@gmail.com. It's long, lengthy, but it will come right to me. Or certainly you can drop a message, a comment on one of the videos or something like that, just to let me know, and then I can get a hold of you. So, I think that'd work great.
No, that's perfect. Go ahead if you can and type it in the comment section for them. And that way they can have that information, because I'm pretty sure there's some people out there now who would love to send some people your way. Mike McClune just dropped something. He said a friend of my cousin, Skip, got a underage DUI and his parents kicked him out of the house at 16 years old. My aunt and uncle took him in and let him live there until he finished school. I wonder, he probably was just out there talking or something. Let's see. Jason. Okay, so nothing yet. Nothing, no comments yet or anything like that. Yep. So I think it's going to be just an awesome place to be. Conversations with the vet. I mean, the name says it all right there,
It does. Just try. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. Just trying to find your chats here.
Okay. That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. And I know Jason's going to help you along the way too,
Oh, yeah. I've got a lot of help. I know Killian is there to help, and, Grant and everybody. I've got a lot of offers, to come in. I'm already starting to kind of stack people up, as you called it, getting them backlogged or whatever that was you said. So let's see.
How do you feel about like the gender base? How do you feel about that? Like having, because you're probably going to end up having more males, but how do you feel about having females actually on the show like that?
I think it's great. I think that they need to be represented as well. They're a veteran.
Absolutely.
And to distinguish between male and female vet, there's obviously a physical difference, but outside of that, they've served their time. They have, served this country and protected all of us. They are a veteran through and through. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be unique because we're used to seeing men talk as veterans.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a male type of hierarchy society, but I think it's quite unique to see a woman sit up on the panel, and expressing herself in that type of way, being in the military. Like, to be honest with you, I haven't seen it. And just to see that in the essence, I think is going to be something that's outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. I can't figure this out here. Oh, wait, hang on. That might be me. Nope, that's not me.
And if you can't get it, then what you can do is just send it to my text message.
Yeah,
and then I'm going to copy and paste it in the comment section.
I'll do that now.
That way. Yeah, we'll do it that way. And y'all heard her, Tennessee Goddess. She said, hit the like button. Yeah, I appreciate that, guys. So hit the like button, hit the comment section. It's always good for engagement and things of that nature. This was another awesome Q&A session today. I like these type of Q&A sessions because these are real people who have real dreams, and they have aspirations, and they're motivated to help somebody else in their true essence. But when you do things like this, be expected for blessings to happen to you, because it's going to happen. And it's going to happen in an abundant type of way. That's what's amazing about these type of platforms. You know, when you put in your work, people can see when you're putting in work or not.
Right.
You know,
But I gotta say, this really isn't about me.
right.
I don't ever want it to become about me because it's not. It's about our veterans. They're the ones who deserve the acknowledgement. They're the ones who've sacrificed so much. They have missed, children's birthdays and, holidays, being deployed or, whatever the case may be. They've sacrificed in more ways than one.
Mhm.
So they're the ones who need that acknowledgement and recognition in my eyes.
That is awesome. I love it. Let's see. Nathan dropped something. He said, "Ask ITT, I got you." Let's see. Just as stubborn. Oh, Christine said, I dropped her comment. She said, "Us girls are just as stubborn."
There you go.
Let's see.
There you go.
Nathan said, "We need to set this up." Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Hold on. Wait a minute. Yeah, Christine was in the military.
She was.
Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
speaking of, before I forget, Christine, I have not forgotten your Tumblr. I still have it here, along with some other things for Ivan. So just so you know.
And just to let you know, Carolee, Ron Wayne is a big deal right now. And for him to say that to you, this dude has a major, super lit YouTube channel that's going crazy right now. And for him to say that to you is a big deal, seriously. And so basically he dropped the comment. He said, "Carolee, I would be, watch this, more than happy to promote conversations with a vet on my channel. It's the least I can do to help out. Me and Misty stand behind your endeavors. I really believe you should touch bases with him ASAP. Seriously."
100%. And I got to say, that just brought tears to my eyes. This whole thing has been an emotional roller coaster, just getting it started.
Cry, baby, cry.
I am telling you, you think I'm kidding. I'm not. I actually do have tears in my eyes. It means a lot, all of the support that everybody has shown. And I can't ask for better people to help me along in this journey. So
that is so awesome. That is so awesome. So the contact that you're going to send to me through text, which I'll post, guys, in the comment section, is that how Ron Wade can get in contact with you? Or?
Absolutely. Yep. Okay. Yep. Or you can give him my number directly.
Very good. So Ron, be looking for that. The invitation has been accepted. I can't wait. I can't wait to have her over there so I can see this, because that's going to be an epic moment right there.
Okay. Hang on. You thought I was kidding.
For real, y'all. We did it.
I was.
We did it on Gun Gossip. We did it.
Of all the places.
And another one. And
yes.
another one.
You
another
did.
one bites the dust.
And another one gone. So yeah, I think that's awesome. And again, thanks to every single person out there. Be sure to go to the channel, Conversations with a Vet.
Yes.
Like, subscribe, share. That makes it more organic. It helps YouTube, helps people be able to locate the channel easier. That's finally starting to happen, but not as easy. So if you give the information to somebody just verbally and they can't find the channel, tell them to go Google it, use the @ Conversations with a Vet all run together in Google, and it'll pop right up.
There you go, guys. You heard it first. It's going down, man. Let's see how this will go. I'm pretty sure this is going to be just a beautiful journey and a road that's going to lead beyond space and the galaxies.
Well, I'm excited that you're all traveling with me.
Yes. It's going to be a journey, though. Get ready.
Oh, yeah.
These ain't for the kids. This is for big boys and big girls.
No, I did mark that it is not for kids.
No, most definitely. And I mean, just in a literal sense, as far as the journey, it's like, it's work. It's work.
I got to give a shout out. Kristen, hello, daughter-in-law.
Boom. There it is right there.
Yeah.
She said, finally made it. Stupid rural Wi-Fi service.
It happens. Ours has been cutting in and out, so we understand. But yay.
We hate you missed it, Kristen. But guess what? Kristen, you're part of the family now. You can catch the rewind. So
there you go. And I
soon
need
as
to
the
get
show
that.
ends.
Yep, I need to get that posted, a link over to my channel for anybody who may have missed it or wants to watch it again. So
Absolutely. That's easy to do. Just copy and paste, boom, and we can drop it
yep,
on yours.
yeah. So
Awesome sauce, guys. So if you all have any questions, go ahead and drop it now. I'm gonna go ahead and start the wrap up here. Is it anything you want to tell, the people in the comment section or the people that will be watching in the future on this channel, as far as this live show?
yeah, I know I say share, and that's kind of the standard in YouTube because you want numbers to get up. But for me, it's not about necessarily the numbers increasing. It's about getting to those veterans and letting them know that this is out there for them and helping them to find the resources that they need.
Mm-hmm.
So when I ask for you to share, I truly mean that, not specifically for those YouTube numbers.
Well, it's gonna
reason.
affect the YouTube numbers.
Absolutely, it will. But just know that that's the bigger picture. That is the bigger goal.
Absolutely, so. Yeah, and to be able to reach out,
yep,
extend that arm all the way out there. That's how you're going to reach other people, and sharing accomplishes that goal. Right. Word of mouth, and there's many ways you can share. You can share on the internet as far as YouTube. You can share by verbally, like she was talking about, word of mouth, which word of mouth actually moves slower. So sharing on the computer is going to be more efficient and move faster. Yep. And we want to reach these people. That's how you do it. Probability, numbers games. And then once we get everybody in the house, that's when we can have those conversations and converse amongst each other. And it just becomes a beautiful thing.
Right. Yeah. So I will be reaching out, anybody who, has an insight on resources or veterans that you think would be happy to join me and have a conversation about whatever it is they really want to talk about. I mean, it's up to them, but mm-hmm. I do have questions, set up, but please feel free, send them my way. The email conversationswithavet@gmail. Yep. conversationswithavet@gmail.com.
That's it, guys. You heard it.
I.T.T 23 has got another one for me. So go ahead and email that over to me, G23. And thanks again for all your help and resources. And then I'll be getting with Ron Wayne as well.
There you go. All right, guys. We're about to go ahead and close it up. Give a hand clap to Carolee with Conversations with a Vet, starting a new channel, a new breath of fresh air out there in YouTube, because I get tired of seeing the same stuff. So just to shake it up and change the game is going to be exciting.
It is. And thank you. I said, Killian's already telling all the guys at work about it. So that is incredible. And again, thank you all for, I think the other part too, and I'm just going to drop this real quick, is remember when you had Big Dre on and I asked the question about, the YouTube channel, what suggestions do you have? And it was like, the response I was getting from everybody was just do it. And it's like, all right, I'm going to just do it. So here we go. So,
and it's funny you said that because that's what happened with me. Like I was scared for so long and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I said, I'm just about to do it. And it was no edits, no nothing, pure essence. And I just went to the range with my Mossberg shotgun. I'll never forget. with one of my best friends. And it started there and it turned into something beautiful. And I met some great people and had some great experiences. And it's just been awesome. It's just been awesome. And it's a continual thing. It's going to get even better from here. But we appreciate you coming to the show. You know how we do over here. We like to rock it out. You got that beat going right there. Yeah. That is a squirt beat. If you guys have any questions for Carolee, I will drop her information in the comment section below. All right. And then you can get in contact with her that way. Carolee, go ahead and close us out real quick.
Well, thank you guys again. I am going to be on Facebook, Instagram, not so sure about, but I'm going to be out there. You're going to be hearing a lot more from me. So thanks again, and let's enjoy this journey together. Thank you to all of our vets.
That's it, guys. This is another one. Carolee. Stop playing. I told y'all to stop playing. Conversations with a vet. I'm gonna say it again. Conversations with a vet.
Thank you,
It's
Ivan.
going down, guys. We appreciate you all coming over to the show. We love you all. And remember, I'm not from this planet. Yeah. That's it. I done messed the music up. I done messed the music up, Carolee.
What is this?
I don't know. This is when I'm trying to get a little funky at night.
I don't know that I want to know this.
This switched on me. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, we back to it. We out of here, guys. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Holla at us in the comment section. Click like. And get over to Carolee's channel, guys, and support. All right? We out of here. Stay on, Carolee. That was awesome.